27 years of my life. I had enough of emotional stress with my sentimental life. I want to end it now. The first time I got married, my husband, he was womanized. I lived with in-laws for 8 years. I lived with him, 2 kids. He was just abusive, beating me. Anytime he comes home with hickey, you can't talk. Nothing is working out, not with him nor his parents. I cleaned that whole house and cooked for everybody in that house, and still that wasn't good enough. And honestly, I ran away from him, and I ended up in Trinidad. Then I got married a second time with someone who is 13 years older than me. I thought because he's old, he's mature, and he married me because he loves me, not knowing he wanted somebody to take care of him because of his age. And he quit working 2 weeks after we got married. Same thing going on with his ex-girlfriend, started to do the same womanizing and being unfaithful. And when I talked and he wanted to hit me, he threatened to kill me. And my kids, he tried food poisoning us. We ended up in hospital. That didn't work the last time that he did. I talked to him, I told him, I said, you know what, we can't work. Let's separate and then we'll see for divorce. If that doesn't work, and get a job and settle down. That didn't work out too. He still didn't work. That was that he came to break down my door, tried to kill me again on a second time, and I separated. And I live a single mother with my kids, working hard, educating them, sending them to school. And I came to New York. And then I am still going through the same problem. Met someone, promised to marry me again for the 3rd time, but it didn't work out again too. But I didn't have any. He moved to South Carolina, had his ex-girlfriend and his ex-wife. I tried to kill my life 3 times because of my love life, because nothing, I didn't felt no one loved me, no one cares about me anymore. The first time I drank, it was a pesticide that I drank. That didn't work. After that, I was so frustrated in my home with my parents and my brothers. My father was never there around. I felt like no one loved me or cares about me. Then the second time I drank was sleeping pills. I drank 18. That didn't work. The 3rd time was the worst, is when I drank pitch oil. Well, kerosene, we call it pitch oil in Trinidad, but it's kerosene. I drank that when my husband beat me, and he slept that night. He came home with hickey around his neck, and when I talk, he beat me. And I couldn't take him. I found that there was nothing more, and I had 2 kids. I didn't think about my children. All I was thinking is just, if I end my life, that will be the over. I don't have to hear nothing. No one has to tell me anything. It's done. And when I drank that, I ended up in the hospital. I was in intensive care. I take 2 injections every hour for 72 hours. When they put it in the vein, in the drips, it burns your hand. The next morning they said nothing was working for me. They put me in intensive care. And that wasn't working out either. That's when I went to Universal Church. And I walked in that church one Friday evening. I met the assistants and I stayed for the service. When I heard about the campaign of Israel, the Friday night I heard about it. I go home. I prayed about it. When I came the Monday and I told Pastor I want to take part in the campaign. I saw testimonies in the church of people getting delivered. I have never ever in my life ever heard about people getting delivered and given a sacrifice of money, of anything, you know. I never heard that. This is the first in my life I heard of it. Then I decided to take my envelope. And I said, you know, if this has worked for people, who am I not going to work for? I want to try something different now. I want to give my all. And he told me to write a letter, and I wrote a letter, and I told God of all the situations I've been through in my life, of trying to commit suicide 3 times, was never happy in marriage, nothing was working for me. No matter how much I do, I give all, do the best, I be the best, faithful, honest wife, working, bringing in money, paying all the bills. Still, that was never enough. The day of the campaign, I know that God was going to do something great for me. He had saved me, saved my life twice, and I know this time if I give my all, He was going to do something great for me.
Trust in God, He listens to your prayers. Oh, never doubt, but trust.
God has done, I have no suicidal thoughts. I have no depression anymore. I have so much peace and so much joy in my life that no matter whatever storms come in my life, I know once I have my God with me, everything is going to be okay. And now I am blessed. In 1 month after I give my camping, I'm blessed in my love life with someone right in the church. And I'm going to have my dream wedding. We've engaged on the 27th of July. I have my wedding invitation in. We're going to get married now. And I thank God for what he has done in my love life. I didn't believe that I could have get anyone to love me again. But this is tears of great happiness, what God has done for me. Thank you. The campaign has worked, the Campaign of Israel has worked for me in my life, and I know it will work for everyone who tried the Campaign of Israel. There is no doubt it will work for you. Once you believe and have faith in what you do with God, everything will be okay once you have him.